Hormozi is one of the best entrepreneurs. His frameworks apply to almost any business. But when it comes to e-commerce, there are some details he doesn't break down. So in this video, I'm going to break down Hormozi's advice and show you in detail how it can actually apply to e-commerce. With examples from my own personal experience building 7-figure Shopify stores and examples of stores that I scaled to 6 and 7 figures. If this is your first time here, I'm George. I used to work in construction and I hated every single day of it. I wanted more freedom, so I got into e-commerce and built my way out. Since then, I've scaled multiple Shopify brands to 7 figures and now I mentor people who want to build something real and long-term, not just another dropshipping store that dies in a couple of weeks. Hormozi's frameworks are great, but in e-commerce, you need to adjust them a little bit because selling physical products is different. You have to think about shipping times, customer expectations, building trust, and even small things like checkout process. So in this video, I'll break down Hormozi's 5 principles and show you how to use them for your own e-commerce business.
Quick recap on this. Dream outcome is people actually have to want the thing that you're delivering to them, number one. Number two is that when they buy, they will buy based on the perceived likelihood that they're actually gonna get that thing. So it's like a lot of people may wanna get rich, but they will buy the one that they think that has the highest likelihood of actually them getting there.
This is basic e-commerce, and yet is where most beginners fail. Your product is not the dream, the outcome is. Take a portable blender as an example. A beginner usually writes something like high quality portable blender. But nobody wakes up thinking, I need a high quality blender. They wake up thinking, I don't have time for breakfast because I'm rushing to work. I want to be healthier. I don't want to waste $10 a day on smoothies. That's the real problem they want solved. Convenience, lifestyle improvement, money saved. So your website should say something like make fresh smoothies anywhere, in your car, at the gym, or even at work. Now you are selling the outcome. But here is the key, wanting the outcome isn't enough. People have to believe you can deliver it. That's the trust factor. Think about it. You click an ad for a cool portable blender, but the site looks sketchy, no reviews, blurry photos. There is no way you are buying. That's why you need 2 things, the outcome and the trust that you can deliver it. And you build it by doing things like this. High quality visuals, show multiple angles, lifestyle images, and demo clips of the blender actually blending. Put it in real settings like a gym bag, an office desk, even in the car. Reviews and UGC, people trust people. Show real customers making smoothies, parents preparing baby food, people using it after the gym. Personal branding, clean design, consistent colors, clear copy, no broken English. It should feel like a real brand, not a random gadget store. Influencers content. Send your product to fitness creators, busy parents, or travel vloggers. When their audience sees them using it, that trust transfers to you. Look at category leaders like Blendjet. It wasn't the specs that sold it. It was real people in real life using the product. That's what built trust and scaled them to the top. Now that you know the best practices, you should also remember what not to do. Common beginners' mistakes to avoid include talking about materials and specs instead of benefits, using generic claims like high quality or best on the market, forgetting that customers care about themselves, not your product, expecting people to believe you without showing proof.
So let's say I wanted to buy a jacket. My dream outcome might be that I look good in this jacket. That could be an outcome. It could be that it's very warm. Ideally, maybe it's both of those things, right? And I might even want a jacket that looks good and that isn't warm because I just want to wear it because I think it looks good, but I don't want to get hot, right? So it depends on what my dream outcome is, right? So you're gonna have different messaging for different avatars depending on the product itself and what problem it solves.
This is such an important thing. What Hormozi is saying here is that the same product can mean completely different things to different people. And in e-commerce, this is where many people mess up. They choose one angle and stick with it, then wonder why their ads stop working or why only one type of customer is buying. Take our portable blender example. For one person, the outcome is convenience, making smoothies in the car before work. For another is health, getting more fruit and veggies in without excuses. For someone else is saving money, no more spending $10 a day on smoothies. Same blender, 3 different dream outcomes. That's why your ads, your product page, and even your email marketing need to speak to different avatars. Run one ad that highlights convenience, another that leans into health, another that focuses on saving money. The more closer you match the right message to the right person, the more sales you'll make. And this is exactly where OMNISEND comes in. Instead of blasting some generic email marketing to everyone, you can segment your list. Tag people based on what they click, what they bought, or what they engage with, and then send them email flows that actually match their motivation. Someone who clicked a healthy lifestyle ad, they get recipes and nutrition tips. Someone who bought because of convenience, they get time-saving hacks. Someone who's price-sensitive, they see bundles and savings. And the best part is, once you set it up, it runs automatically. Email marketing is a proven growth lever for e-commerce. It's how I've generated over $500,000 on autopilot from just one of my brands, just by sticking flows like welcome series, abandoned cart, and post-purchase emails. Ads typically return $3 per $1 spent, while OMNISEND drives $68 on average, which is one of the highest ROIs in marketing. That's the power of automations running 24/7 on the background. Plus, you are never on your own. OMNISEND has award-winning 24/7 support and even offers free migration help if you are switching from another platform, so getting started is fast and stress-free. If you want to try OMNISEND, I'll leave the link in the description. You can start for free, and when you upgrade, use my code G30 at checkout for 30% off your plan. So when Hormozi says speak to different avatars in e-commerce, that means tailor your ads, your copy, and your automations, and OMNISEND makes that possible at scale.
Amazon has been the pioneer of Prime, of 2-day shipping, 1-day shipping, 1-hour shipping, right? And they continue to try and drive this down because they know that the faster they can get people to things they want, the more that they will value it and like it and repeat buying on the platform, right? And so this should be a no-brainer. This absolutely applies to e-commerce.
This one is huge, and honestly is why so many beginners get crushed trying to scale a dropshipping store. Amazon got people used to fast delivery. Next day, sometimes even same day. So when a customer lands on your store and sees shipping times 2 to 3 weeks, what do you think happens? They leave. Or if they do buy once, they get annoyed and never order again. So if you are still relying on AliExpress, let me be honest with you. You are going to get crushed. You can't compete with Amazon level expectations, especially when your shipping time is 15 to 20 days. Customers just won't tolerate it anymore. Now, I'm not saying you can't test products that way. If you are validating demand and wants to see if something sells, fine. But once you see traction, you need to level up. You need to work with a private agent, move inventory into a 3PL, or at the very least, cut shipping time to under a week.
Finally, of these 4 variables, we have effort and sacrifice. And so the purchasing decision here, Amazon has one-click purchases with everything on file saved, so you can make a purchasing decision in a split second, right? And so that's why the rise of products like Bolt and Shop Pay are all things that have decreased the effort and sacrifice. And a lot of e-commerce stores have been able to use this to their advantage and make more sales, right? And that's because in a real way, things have become more valuable. So it increased the likelihood that people are going to buy.
This one is a silent killer for beginners. Now, most Shopify stores don't need to reinvent the wheel here. You don't realize how much money you are losing because of friction. Every extra click, every confusion button, every small barrier in your checkout makes people leave. Amazon knows this. That's why they built one-click checkout. Because speed and simplicity means more sales. The basics work. Offer multiple payment methods, ShopPay, Apple Pay, or PayPal, so people can check out in 1 or 2 taps. Enable one-page checkout on Shopify if you can. Don't make customers go through 4 steps just to give you money. Offer payment plans. Your price will be one of the main reasons visitors hesitate buying. So adding options like ShopPay installments, Klarna, or Afterpay lowers the barrier for high-ticket products and increases conversion right away. And make sure everything is optimized for mobile first. Most of your traffic is on a phone, so test it like a customer would. And here is what most people forget. Friction isn't just clicks, it's also mental. If your store looks scammy, if your ad doesn't clearly show the benefits, or your copy makes people think, why should I buy this now? That's friction too. I had people come to me saying, George, I don't know why my ads aren't converting. Then we look at their store and the first thing I see is a 4-step checkout and a broken English in the product page. That's not the product problem, that's friction. So what should you do right now? Open your store on mobile and go through it like a customer. Every time you pause, feel confused, or get annoyed, that's friction. Fix those spots and your conversion will go up.
Let's look at Amazon, for example. What do they have under virtually every single item? How many they have left in stock? Is their way of showing scarcity. Only 2 left, only 6 left, only 17 left. And then they have it by size, right? So that they can show scarcity at every single level. What does that do? It drives conversions. People want to buy.
This is spot on. Scarcity and urgency are the 2 of the easiest ways to boost sales, but most beginners don't use them. Think about it. If you see a product that just says buy now, that isn't a good enough reason to buy today. You can come back tomorrow or next week. But if you see only 3 left in stock or sell ends tonight, suddenly the decision becomes urgent. Amazon uses this everywhere because it works, and it works just as well for your Shopify store. Now, I'm not saying fake it. Don't write only 2 left if you've got 5,000 units in stock. That kills trust. But you should use real urgency like this. If you only order 200 units for your first batch, show that number on your site. If you are running a weekend sale, add a countdown timer so people know when it ends. If you've got sizes or colors that sell out fast, highlight when one of them is almost gone. Here's an action step for you. Look at your store right now. Do customers have a reason to buy today? If not, add real scarcity or urgency. People procrastinate by default. Your job is to give them a reason to act now. So here is the big takeaway. Hormozi is 100% right. E-commerce, just like any business, comes down to fundamentals. Sell a clear dream outcome, prove you can deliver on it, cut down the time delay, remove friction, and give people a reason to buy now with real scarcity and urgency. If you do just those 5 things, you will already be ahead of 90% of stores out there. But here is the thing. Just knowing frameworks won't make you successful. You only get results when you apply them to real products, real customers, and real stores. That's the difference between theory and success. That's exactly what I help my students do inside my mentorship. If you want to see the exact process I use to build brands from scratch, step by step, I will leave a link below to a free training where I break it all down. This is George. See you in the next one.